Alright, I'm going to do my first ever Dollywood tips and tricks video. This one will be all about the Christmas festival, the Smoky Mountain Christmas. If you do not know, I do have an Instagram only Dollywood account called Dollywood Outsiders. You can also see me posting some on Twitter, but also be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to try to make this quick, about 7-8 minute mark. So these are my 12 tips and tricks on how to get the most out of the Dollywood Smoky Mountain Christmas. Number one, we're going to get controversial from the start, and that is do not ride any rides. Nothing against the rides, I love the rides, but my reason behind this is that the rides aren't going to change. The rides are always going to be there. And what makes Dollywood special to me is that you can go each season and like make it a different trip. And Christmas is the one time where you can make a full day out of just the shows and the Christmas lights. Plus, it's probably going to be like 40 degrees when you're there, and to most people riding roller coasters in 40-degree weather is not as fun. Number two is you pretty much need a gold pass for or better for this, and that is don't try to fit everything into one day, especially if you're going on Saturdays. But the reason, if you try to fit into everything into one day, one or two things are going to happen. Either you're not going to get everything in, or you're going to be like us last year, where we did get everything in, but I about killed my parents in the process, going from event to event. I recommend if you're spending the night, going like a half a day and get the Christmas lights parts in, and then the next day you can stay as long as you want to and then focus on the shows or even the rides if that's your thing. But kind of breaking it up, if you got children or old people, can also be a little bit of less of a burden on them as well, and give you some more flexibility. Number three is be sure to ride the train. This is the first time in many years that they have something special going on at the train. They have some lights in the big open field there, so check that out. Now, this is require commitment if you want to go just for the lights, because obviously you got to go at dark, and you're probably going to have to wait at least 30 minutes to get there, because if you get there like 10 minutes before, it's probably going to be too crowded if you go at night, so you're going to have to probably make that an hour and a half commitment to get that in. Number four, an obvious one, pack warm. Make sure you bring gloves and boggins and probably a couple different layers. Even if the weather says high 50, it's not going to be 50 all day, so make sure you pack warm. Number five is go with family. Going with several family members, and during the Christmas season, and getting the enjoyment out of that is something that is what makes the park special, especially this time of year. And also, if you have somebody that's on the fence about going and you need to buy them a Christmas gift, buy them a Christmas pass, and then give it to them early in advance and let them go with you. The time's kind of running out on that part, but if you're buying, and you do have to buy the gold pass for the adults, but that can still be a good Christmas gift and a lot easier too, and just making memories together with you and your family. Number six, do not leave the park early. I mean, to me, the most magical time of the entire year at Dollywood is the Christmas lights. So staying in the park is closed is it's just kind of hard to describe how good it is, especially because you only get that a couple hours for the entire year, so you don't want to leave the park early. And also, even if for some reason the lights aren't your thing and the rides are, if you want to ride at 8 o'clock during Christmas time, I mean, there's going to be hardly no wait typically. Number seven is buy the tasting pass. I've been dissecting the tasting pass menu. I think it's a little weaker than I thought it was at first. Like the drinks are, the drinks are weak. The sweet options are probably the weakest compared to the others. But still, though, you can easily share that with two people. And if you feed two people at a theme park for $35, you've done great. So you know, getting 5 items for $35 is a pretty good deal, especially if you're able to break that up into 2 different days, what you can do. Number 8, do not plan on seeing the fireworks. Since I made these notes, the fireworks have officially been canceled, which I can make a whole separate video on that, but the fireworks have officially been canceled, so you will not be seeing those anytime this year. Hopefully we see the parade of many colors back next year. Number 9, if you buy the tasting pass, don't use it on drinks. The drinks are weak, and you certainly, and you know, the drinks are actually, you actually think lose money if you buy a drink with it. Plus, you know, these aren't, the hot chocolate drinks do not count in the tasting pass. So, but in general, like, you know, when you're hot, getting a drink to cool off with is, you know, one thing, but when you're already freezing cold, to buy a cold drink is nothing that I recommend. The last 3 will all be show related. We're going to skip the obvious shows, the Twice the Night Before Christmas and Christmas with Smokies. Most people know about these. But number 10 is one of my personal favorites and near and dear to my heart, and that is the Kingdom Heirs. They have a Christmas show. They'll probably do a little bit of their traditional stuff, but then also some Christmas songs as well. I feel like there's kind of a generational gap when you're talking about Southern gospel music, but do not overlook them. Certainly go see them. They're super talented musicians. Their bass singer, Jeff Chapman, is as good of a bass singer as you will find in any genre of music, and he's great, so definitely go check them out. Number 11, Harmonies of the Heart. This is a show that's got a couple of the Dolly family members, usually her cousin and niece will be there. It's a good show. They'll sing some music and tell some stories about Dolly, and it's certainly one of the, in general, one of the most underrated shows there, but so definitely check that out. And number 12 is another show, that is the Oh Holy Night, which is across from the grist mill. It's a shorter show, so if you got people that, you know, may not, it's just about 15-20 minutes, so and it's got a good story about the meaning of Christmas and that kind of stuff, so go check that out. And there's even one of the YouTubers, his daughter is in the show, Adventures out there, so go check that out. And that is my 12 Dollywood tips and tricks for Christmas. Let me know what yours are. So if you disagree with mine, like and subscribe.